And good afternoon, I'm Dennis at KingMakerForex.com and orangequant.com with trade 17 of the authentication trials for KingMaker Forex indicators and expert advisors. And we're going to do this backwards again. We're going to start at Thinkorswim, the platform where KingMaker is running on TD Ameritrade, and then we'll go over to the authentication account at oanda.com. And we're looking here at the New Zealand US dollar pair. This is a 10-minute chart on Thinkorswim. And we entered, the entry was over here, the second arrow, and I'm going to explain why. And these candles are on September 11, 2014. The entry was on the 640 candle of the New Zealand dollar pair. I'm sorry, I got this all mixed up. Let me try again. At 6:10 p.m. and on the 6:10 p.m. 10-minute candle, New York time, we entered on this candle here. We exited on the 6:40 candle over here, okay, where the other arrow is. Now, got my head back. Okay, back here on this blue candle here is when I started stalking the trade, because as you can see below, KingMaker Night Vision 1 and KingMaker Night Vision 2 down below that had just broken free of the thicket, although the lower one had just barely got out. So this is a tale of three indicators really, and what happened when they did that, when those night vision indicators indicated that, at the same time, down here on another KingMaker indicator down below, and this one is called Multiplier, KingMaker Multiplier. It had just crossed its signal line, that green plot did, and that indicated a pretty fair up run on this that's pretty reliable for a number of candles, sometimes as many as 8-10 candles. But using Emerald Contact, at that point, I was waiting for this candle right here to come back to Emerald, which it did not, because that would have been my entry then. So since it did not, I waited. I figured the next candle has to come back to Emerald, and it did, and I got no adverse indications out of night vision here, and the multiplier was still running up. So I picked a nice low point and jumped in on this candle here. Now, just a word of advice, and after you get KingMaker, which should be on sale pretty soon, we're coming to the end of the trial. Night Vision 1 and 2 are excellent indicators to run together. However, once in a while, there is a night vision failure, but about 80% of the time, night vision rings true, and when it does, it's very profitable. Anyhow, I got out on this candle very near the top of it, for about 19 or 20 bucks. Now let's run over to oanda.com where we have the KingMaker authentication account, and we'll see from the record exactly how much profit was gained. Okay, here we are at oanda.com with the authentication account itself. The trade is clearly marked, the entry here, exit up there. This is an hourly chart of the New Zealand dollar you're looking at now. Okay, now for authentication, here comes the account number. Okay, and I'm going to move up. And then I'm going to click the history button. And show you the account number on this. It's the same as the others, And I should zoom in. Let me zoom in, 1, 2. Okay, so make sure you can see the numbers. Alright, now let's go down and see how we did here. Okay, here we are. This is bought the New Zealand dollar pair, as I said. You can see that. And you see the time, that's mountain time, not New York time, so you got to add 2 hours. And let's scroll across and see how it worked out. Okay, then I got to drag this, here we go. Okay. And stop there and drag a little bit more. there we are. We went from 1229.91 to 1249, and so that was actually about a $19 and change jump. Closing the history panel now, and that's pretty much all there is to tell. That was trade 17. Oh, I do need to say how much the gain was, etc. Hold on, I'll give you those numbers. And those numbers are, on this trade, the gain over the previous balance of 1229.91 was 1.55%. Overall gain to the $1,000 account we started with on August 21st, 2014 is 24.9%, so almost a 25% gain so far. Alright, I'm Dennis. You can come to the website KingMakerForex.com, and that's pretty powerful gains. If you've got something better than that, I suggest you package it and sell it. Have a nice night.